I am Caitlynn McDaniel. I am with Gaiety and Pride on Instagram. Thank you both for taking the time to speak with me. How are you doing?
We're great. How are you?
I am doing great. I just watched the show. It's amazing. I know. I love it. There's so much going on. So let's dive into this forbidden supernatural relationship that's going on. I mean, it's so amazing to see two girls fall for each other. And the reason people are against it isn't because of gender or sexuality. It's because one is a vampire and one's a monster hunter.
Yeah.
So can we just talk about what it means for that to be on Netflix right now today? Imani, if you wanted to start.
Yeah, I think it's incredibly important. And I think we're both just so honored to be able to play a part in that kind of representation. And I think it's important that we have those kind of stories out there because that's not always everyone's journey. And I think it's important to show that your sexuality or what you identify as is really like 1/1000th of who you are, and it shouldn't just be the forefront of how people see you or define you. There's so much more to your character. Yeah.
Sarah, did you have anything to add?
Yeah, I just I just love that with this story that it's never the point of conflict, like you said. It's really the fact that they're vampire monster hunter. And what's just so cool is that it's not only is it not questioned, but it's accepted and celebrated. And like she said, we're just honored and thrilled to be a part of something so special like this show.
So your characters, I mean, they have this sort of, Twilight meets Romeo and Juliet. So I just wanted to ask, I mean, were you big Twilight fans when that was the whole era?
I was personally more of a Vampire Diaries fan. That's kind of where I tended to hang out with the vampires and like What We Do in the Shadows. It's one of my favorite movies and TV shows. And obviously I've always been a huge fan of Romeo and Juliet, have never gotten the opportunity to play Juliet, but has always been something that I'd wanted to do. So I feel like I'm getting to fulfill that position now in a different kind of way. But yeah.
Yeah. I was more of a Blade kind of watcher, like long black trench, like the dark aesthetic. Like I always thought that was like Blade Trinity. That was always my kind of thing. I've seen it way too many times.
Yeah.
You still get all those aspects, you got the romance, the killing monsters, all of the fun things going on. So I'd also love to just talk about the chemistry between Jules and Cal in the show. I mean, they're very just drawn to each other. They have this pull that they can't avoid. So can you just talk about that and what that means?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they instill a different kind of strength in one another. And I think although they're going through their own individual journeys, they're there to support one another and end up growing this incredible like friendship before anything that I think is so wonderful and so beautiful to see, because at the end of the day, they're still two teenage girls in new environments that they're not accustomed to, and they spend more than enough time with each other. So I think I think it's beautiful how their relationship blossoms and changes. It's because it's ever changing.
Totally. I would agree with that. And just how they kind of bring out different sides of each other out of one another. And then by the end, you really see them fully becoming who they are supposed to be.
Absolutely. It's a really great show. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you so much.